Okay, dear friends, today we are going to learn how to make flyby path animation in ArcGIS 10. For most of the people, it is quite hard to perceive the three-dimensional view of the terrain with the help of topographic maps alone. To help such people, we can make three-dimensional view of the terrain and additionally a flyby path animation to realize the fascinating view of the terrain along a flight path. In today's exercise, we will create digital terrain model with the help of contours, rivers for the topographic map sheet number 288307 of Nepal and create a path to be used in flyby path animation. For this exercise, we need a georeference topographic map sheet number 288307 and contour and stream layers for the sheet 288307. The total exercise consists of three parts. In part 1, we prepare data in ArcGIS 10. So for this, we first of all open the ArcGIS and set the projection of the data frame as decimal degrees. I have set Everest base decimal degree system here. And now I will add the streams and contours for the exercise map sheet number. They are contour line and river line. These are the two files. So based on these two files and the bounding area of the sheet, area of interest, we are going to create a DTM surface. For this, we open the search bar and look for the tool Topo to Raster. Topo to Raster. Let us take this one, Topo to Raster Spatial Analyst. Open this. In the new window, we put all these three layers as input feature data, and for contour layer we have field value COV, which represents the elevation value of the contours, and for river we assign the type as streams and no fill is required. Similarly, for AOI we assign the type as boundary, that is the bounding area, and we give the name of output file here. Let us assign it as topo to raster cont 9. Let it be there, and let us change the output cell size to 20 meters. With these settings, we are all set to create the raster file, DTM file. Let us click OK. Now it may take a few minutes to create DTM file. So time taken for this process depends upon the RAM of your computer and the version of your processor in your computer or laptop. With SSD, your computer processes faster than normal computers. So anyway, it's not going to take too long time, and it is a one-time job only. So let us have some patience. So now with this, our DTM is ready. Let us turn these layers off and we can see the DTM. So now let us change the symbols of this to black and white colors, and let us choose for stressed person. So it gives the feeling of DTM. Now our DTM is ready. So now let us change the projection of our data frame to projected units. In our case, we are going to take Lambert conformal conic projection system. Let's take it, applied. So now let us create the flight path for our project. For this, we open our workspace, and in this workspace we create a new feature class. Let us name it as flyby path exercise, and this is our line, and click next. Leave all the default options there. So finish. Now the new layer has been created. It is still empty, it doesn't contain anything. And to add our path, let us start editing session and create new features in newly created layer line. Now let us create line from this part. This is the north part. So we create line along the river. This is river Kali Gandaki in the mid-western part of Nepal. So with double click we finish our line. Now we stop editing session and save the edits. So now our flyby path line is ready. With this we have done with preparation of the data in ArcGIS. So now we go back to new ArcScene. Open the ArcScene and we change the scene properties and choose the LCC Lambert conformal conic projection. Apply this projection and add our, first of all we add the DTM. So I have renamed the DTM we have created in ArcGIS 10 session, and I have renamed it as Koban DTM. Let us add it here. So now it is there. With these tools, navigation tools, we can navigate throughout the area in from any direction, any inclination. There are so many flexibilities in ArcScene. But now just you see the height component is not visible as of now. So to view the height component, we should go to Koban DTM's properties and let us choose the floating on a custom surface option. Now our layer is based floating on the surface, Koban DTM. If we click apply and see what changes. So with this option, we can see the three-dimensional fascinating view of the project area. You see, the black part here is the streamline, and this white part is the higher part, the mountains, the hills. So this is done. Additionally, we can optionally we can add topographic georeference topo map sheet of the area and drape it on the DTM surface. Yeah? It is done like this. Once we add the topo sheet, it resides beneath the surface. So to drape it on the DTM surface, we should go to properties of the topo sheet and the elevation from surfaces. Here we choose the floating on a custom surface, Coban DTM. So once we choose these options, let us see what changes in our area of interest. So with this, the topo sheet layer will reside on exactly on the surface of DTM. You see, it gives the feeling of uh, natural, part of the area. So sometimes just reside on the DTM surface may create some problems. So we offset the topographic sheet by a few meters from the surface. Okay, okay. So now we are done here. We can see the content of topographic map sheet, but this time uh, without the help of contour lines in the map, we can see the higher part and lower part with the help of DTM surface. Now let us add the line that we have created, flyby part exercise. So this line has been added. Again, this line is beneath the DTM surface. So for animation creation, we have animation tool here, menu. So in this, there are different menus, but we are looking for this create flyby from part option, but it is still deemed. That means we cannot use this option. Sometimes you may not have this option here. In such case, you can right click and turn on animation so that it comes here. Now to make this part active, you should first select all the lines in your flyby part exercise layer. So now it is selected. So we are done. And in animation now this option has been create flyby from part has been activated. Now click this and set a few parameters here. Vertical offset, let us say by 5,000 meters offset, and inside orientation settings leave these options as it is. Orientation setting, we have different choices, but here in inclination use path inclination, let us put it -30. You can check with different values in these choices and you will see the changes in your animation. So with these settings we are done. So now we click on the import button. With this our animation file is ready. So with this, we have completed the second part of our exercise. Now, the final part, the third part of our exercise is to play the flyby part animation in ArcScene. So it is done by activating this open animation controls. Let us click this, and in options, we can play our animation for say 60 seconds and click the play button here. Play now you can visualize the flyby part animation. It looks like if we are flying in an airplane or helicopter along the river lines. See, so it gives the perception of actual three-dimensional view of our exercise or project area. And this type of product is very useful in perceiving the topography of area and in different types of resource purposes. We can check the uh, flooding of the given river and many other things. See, with this We are done in creating the flyby part animation. Enjoy the flight-like experience, and thank you very much for your time and attention. Thank you.